How's it going, boys and girls? My name is Michael SK, and welcome to Steins. This is a very popular visual novel, and I've been meaning to get around to this for a very long time. I even did a poll up on the channel to see if people would be interested, if it'd be a good idea. A lot of people said they don't really care, so I'll take that as a go ahead and let's jump into this. So I'm very excited to do this for you guys. This is going to be a very different sort of visual novel to jump into here on the channel, because this is a lot more on the side of seriousness while everything else is on the side of just kind of messing around. So this is going to be an interesting trip. I hope this works out, and I hope people enjoy this. I don't really have much else to say except that there's no mouse pointer and I have to use my arrow keys. I want to say that this game was actually made for a console or a portable console, and it was kind of just ported over, and then obviously they made an anime out of it, which is great, by the way. I'm sorry that I watched this prior to recording this or jumping into this visual novel, but whatever. It's actually because I watched the anime that I really wanted to go into the visual novel. I want to see how the source material is. So if you guys are ready, I know I am. Let's jump into Steins, the visual novel. Let's do this. Alright. Well, alrighty. Those were some spooky vibes that the game just threw in my face. Steins. Wow, we're playing Steins. I had no idea. That was a interesting intro. Oh shit. This is loud. This is actually really loud. I'll be messing with the audio as we go through this. This is going to be a long first episode, as I'm sure you guys could probably tell. That's my plan right now, is to make this a long episode. As we go through this, I'll adjust the sound, and when I'm especially editing this, I'll see what I should do for the next episode to make this a lot more pleasant. But someone's talking to us, and how do I advance? I don't have a mouse pointer, so I guess I'm just going to have to press enter. There's no sound from the phone against my right ear, only silence. I am baking in the summer sun. Sweat slowly slides down my chin and drips onto the asphalt. Ah, hello. A girl is standing in front of me. She calls my name with an inquisitive tilt of her head. We are about to infiltrate deep into enemy territory, yet despite the imminent risk of death, there is no hint of tension on her innocent, childlike features. I cover my phone's mouthpiece and turn to the girl with an index finger to my lips. I think voices are a little bit too quiet, and everything else is extremely loud. I nod and put my phone back to my ear. Still no sound from the other side. My contact is wise to maintain silence. The whole area could be bugged. Still no reply. Looks like they just want my report. It's too dangerous to waste time talking here anyway. And I believe that is, yep, that is us. Rintaro. I can't remember his first name? I believe they go by last names. I don't remember what his first name is. We just got a something, and I didn't see that, as I wasn't paying attention. There's something about the organization. I opened my eyes wide to match the shocked tone. Okay, is there something I can do? Wait, how do I save? Oh, fuck. Alright, I don't know how to adjust anything right now, because I want to change the sound settings. This is way too loud for background noise. Yeah, I opened my eyes wide to match my shocked tone. The girl turns towards me in surprise. I sigh, shaking my head as I rub my temples. Yeah, I really gotta do something about the sound. I speak the parting words, then pocket my cell phone. Steins. Some know it as fate. To others, it is the will of God. You could count on one hand the people in this world aware of its true nature. In any case, we should begin the infiltration. I advance towards Radikan, which is just across the street from the train station. Please let it autosave or something. Let me go back to the main menu. It's a lot quieter here, but my god. Of course, this is enemy territory. I can't just stride through the front door like an average person. I bypass the elevators and escalators and head to the 8th floor by the stairwell. But I only make it to the 7th floor before I have to stop and rest. Well, at least I can actually hear her. The girl, Sheena, or shit, I'm gonna pronounce a lot of things wrong. Both English and Spanish, Japanese things. Making a fool out of myself already. I am terrible at speaking. I don't know why I do visual novels if that's all that there is, just reading aloud. But that's how it is. So if I mispronounce things, please just correct me. No need to make me seem more like a dumbass in the comments or anything like that. Sometimes I correct myself, sometimes I stray further from the path, but whatever. Shiina Mayuri immediately resumes our conversation. She followed me all the way here, and she isn't even short of breath. I, on the other hand, am gasping for air with my hands on my knees. We are really out of shape. Who would have thought an 8-story building would be so tall? Wow, I don't know. I turn to Mayuri while wiping the sweat off my brow. Ah, lovely. I think our first name is Okabe. Okabe Rintaro, if we go first last. Or is it last for... I don't know. Mayuri smiles happily and doesn't pry any further. As always, she is quick to understand my position. We've known each other since we were both little. Mayuri is 16, 2 years younger than me, so she's more like a little sister than a typical childhood friend. I've been looking out for her as long as I can remember. I used to hope that Mayuri might become the key to Steins Gate, but now I've reconsidered. I don't want that terrible fate for her. She should live a normal life. That is my present wish. We're zooming in here, and never mind. We continue to the 8th floor and enter the assembly hall. In front of us stands a cheap-looking stage with a podium and a sign reading Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine Press Conference. Mayuri insists on calling me Okarin, but it's neither my real name nor my code name. It's just one of those annoying nicknames people use.
Mayuri, いつも言っているだろう。俺のことをオカリンと呼ぶなと。
I also need to up the text speed because that is annoyingly slow. Sorry, I'm trying to readjust.
でも昔からそう呼んでたよ。
それは昔の話だ。今の俺は法王院京馬。世界中の秘密組織から狙われる狂気のマッドサイエンティストだ。
Well, it's been a while since I've heard that name, and it's still as ridiculous as I remember.
だって難しくて覚えられないし。
It is. Oh shit, a tip. True name. Interesting. In any case, Hoouin Kyoma is my true name.
それに岡部倫太郎と一文字も合ってないよ。おかしいね。
Yeah, we are quite weird. Cease your foolish laughter. Okabe Rintaro may be my real name, but I have rejected it, for it is stupid. That's a good reason. And so I also hate the derivative Okarin. Come on, that sounds like that elf boy's blue pipe thing.
でね、オカリン、教えてほしいんだけど。
In one ear and out the other. She's been calling me that for 5 years now, so maybe it's time to give up.
これからここで何が始まるの？
お前はそれも知らずここまで俺についてきたというのか。
She nods without dropping her smile.
これからここで始まるのはドクター中鉢の記者会見だ。
We're standing in the assembly hall on the 8th floor of Rarikan. It is here that the conference will be held. Dr. Nakabachi is an inventor. He appears on TV from time to time and has a few patents under his belt, but mostly he is treated as a curiosity.
記者会見？でも記者さんなんて見当たらない気がするよ。
Mayuri's right. I have scanned the entire hall, but there's no one who looks like a reputable reporter or cameraman. There are only about 10 of us standing in the hall, including me. Considering Nakabachi's moderate media presence and the fact that he claims to have invented a time machine, I would have expected more.
あるいは機関による何らかの妨害を受けたのかもしれないな。
I twist my lips into a sneer. I thought that Nakabachi was like me, a scientist fighting to overthrow the organization. But this press conference suggests other motives at work. Our enemies won't miss this chance. Nevertheless, I'm interested in what he has to say. And that's why I'm here, blowing an afternoon of my precious summer holiday. Mayuri ponders my utterance for a while before finally turning her head. Oh boy. I let out a sigh. Mayuri is known to not only make bad jokes, but to laugh at them too. She's always been special. Yeah, let's go with that. Hmm? I didn't even finish my sentence. Oh shit, a tip. Electromagnetic wave. Are we under attack? Are they trying to fry our brains with electromagnetic waves? What the hell? Dust falls from the ceiling as the floor shakes. We're definitely under attack. It's coming from above, but we're on the top floor. All that's above is the roof.
地震かな。震度に？あ、マグニチュードに？震度とマグニチュードってどう違うんだっけ？
No time to deal with Mayori's confusion. Something's not right about this. I bolt out of the conference hall and run up the stairs to the roof, ignoring the no trespassing signs in my way. The door is open. Upon closer inspection, I realize that the lock has been broken. I open the door and see a billowing cloud of black smoke. There's some kind of phosphorescent dust, my bad, sparkling in the air.
爆発だと。
I can't believe it. Was there really an explosion? My heart is racing. Damn, I don't know what to do. Should I run away? But why an explosion? Terrorists? No, that doesn't fit. I mean, how do you explain that? Ugh. A strange machine is sitting in the middle of the roof. It's huge, maybe 3 meters tall, and looks kind of like a satellite. Did that thing cause the shaking just now? Who put it here? Was it Dr. Nakabachi? Is this part of his presentation? Impossible. Even if that were the case, how the hell would he get up here? My head is bursting with questions. As I search for the courage to approach the machine, a throng of reporters and building staff bursts onto the rooftop. They look just as confused as I am. And then a woman, who I assume is a staff member, appears to wave us back. Is she trying to hide something? Her response was unusually quick, almost like she's trying to keep me away from that device. I want to know, but I shouldn't risk getting any closer. I turn and leave. But not because I'm scared or anything like that. Just because we're kinda told to. Staff members lead all of us back to the 8th floor. Mayori is nowhere to be seen. She's not in the event hall either. I find her on the 7th floor. A new tip, capsule toy. Several capsule toy machines are lined up next to a plate reading Birthplace of the Japanese PC. She's gazing upon them with a wistful look. Ah, it's our phone again. I breathe a sigh of relief, then take my phone out.
俺だ。どうも嫌な予感がする。俺たちが知らないところで何かが起こっているようだ。ああ、わかってる。無茶はしないさ。俺も命は惜しいからな。エル。
After I speak the words and hang up, I am able to wipe the sweat from my forehead. My sweat is cold. Half of me hopes something will happen, the other half fears the same thing. I put away my phone and look back at Mayori. She's still staring at those capsule toys. She doesn't seem to be worried about the explosion at all. I mean, this music is kind of out of place now. I can't decide if she's level-headed or just airheaded. There we go. An Upa. Just as I thought. Mayori points to a capsule machine. The sign on the front says Rainet Kakeru 3D Character Doll Series. And that's a new tip. Rainet Kakeru is a popular anime series with its own card game spin-off, Rainet Access Battlers. Nice. They even hold international tournaments. Upa is the series' mascot character. It resembles an elliptical egg with limbs sticking out, like some kind of deformed dog. It's what they call an ugly cute character. High school girls find these creatures adorable for some reason. Last year, an ugly frog character was the rage. Its name escapes me though.
やればいい。ウーパが当たるかどうかは保証できないがな。
Mayuri gives me a troubled smile.
でもね、マユシーは今100円玉を切らしちゃっているのです。
Mayushi is what Mayuri calls herself sometimes. Could not piece that one together. According to her, it's supposed to have an star at the end, or whatever. It's supposed to have a star at the end. Mayushi star. Alright. I didn't know you could put a symbol in your name. But who really cares?
だから、おかりんおかりん、100円貸して。
Isn't like 100 yen the equivalent of a US dollar? She holds her hands out with a look like a begging puppy. Looks like she was planning this from the very beginning. Well, at least she didn't say gimme.
黙ったれるなマユリ。金若さん、俺がお前に人生の厳しさを教えてやる。
I pull out a 100 yen coin, set it into the machine slot, and spin the lever. I open the capsule and take out the contents. Mayuri leans forward eagerly to see what I got.
ウーパだよ。しかもメタルウーパ。
それはレアなのか？
すごく。
While I examine the metal Upa, a boy who was watching us tries his luck on the samurai net machine.
あ、普通のウーパだ。
And he looks at my metal Upa in resentment. I turn to see Mayuri's sparkling eyes also fixed on the Upa. Hey, high school girl, you're acting like a little kid.
ではマユリにくれてやろう。
Honestly, I don't want it.
本当？いいの？おかりん。
法院今日まだ。
That is true, I guess.
ありがとう、おかりん。
Well, she really did a good job of listening there. Is she doing it on purpose?
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
We seem to be or we're sort of missing the press conference here and messing around with toys. I hear the announcement from the floor above.
どうやら始まるようだな。
And here we go. I head to the stairs, but Mayuri doesn't follow.
行くぞ、マユリ。
待って待って。名前書かなくちゃ。
She's preoccupied with the metal Upa. I go on ahead. Alright. Oh shit, there's people here.
早速登場していただきましょう。発明家ドクター中鉢さんです。皆さん盛大な拍手でお迎えください。
Wow, that is a poor excuse for a round of applause. Dr. Nakabachi enters to sparse applause. He walks up to the podium. He's already wearing a frown for some reason. I can feel his irritation from here.
ドクター中鉢だ。どうぞよろしく。
That is a weird-looking man. Nakabachi takes the microphone and begins to speak, his voice brimming with confidence.
それではここに集まってもらった諸君だけに人類史に残る世紀の大発明タイムマシンについての理論をお教えしよう。
タイムマシン？あの人が作ったの？
When did Mayuri get here? Mayuri appears after writing her name on the metal Upa. She's a bit late, in more ways than one. What did she think a time machine presentation would be about? I don't know. I take another look around the room. There are about 20 people now, including us, but still no media presence to speak of. So this is the extent of Dr. Nakabachi's fame. No one believes that he invented a time machine. I was interested in what he had to say, true, but my expectations were no higher than the rest of the onlookers. And a good thing they weren't. As he proceeds to explain his time machine design, my curiosity quickly turns to disappointment, then anger. Well, alrighty. My roar silences Nakabachi and dries the eye of every person in the room. Alright.
俺が誰なのかはどうでもいい。それより今あなたが語ったタイムマシンの理論は一体何だ。ジョン・タイターのパクリではないか。あなたはそれでも発明家か。
That's another tip. John Titor.
誰かその男をつまみ出せ。出ていくのはあなただ、ドクター。恥を知れ。金輪際、あなたには発明家を名乗る資格はないぞ。
Yikes. Just then, someone grabs my arm from behind. Quite convinced it's an official here to throw me out, I turn around to glare him down. Ah. It's a girl about my age. Her intense stare seems to challenge me. I take a step back. Her face looks somehow familiar. Where have I seen her before?
Oh.
We haven't met, but I know her face. It's Makise Kurisu. A few days ago, my friend Daru showed me a magazine article titled Girl Genius Gives Lecture in Akihabara. The article was about a 17-year-old girl who had just graduated from an American university. Her thesis was even published in a major scientific journal. Oh man, this looks detailed. Something about a temporal lobe and memory and whatever. Girl genius, Makise Kurisu. I recognize the stubborn-looking girl from her photograph. She's even wearing the exact same scowl. Yeah, she is. What business could such a genius have with me? She takes a quick look around the room, then turns back to me with a stern expression. What's with the attitude? She's obviously not staff, and there's no way the Makise Kurisu would be working with someone like Dr. Nakabachi. Which means, no.
貴様、機関の人間か。まさかここまで手が回っているとは。俺としたことか。
ふざけてないで。ちょっと来てください。
She's much more serious than him. My outburst has already attracted too much attention. Nakabachi, in particular, looks like he wants to rip my head off. It must be mortifying to be exposed as a fraud by a bright young man like myself. Anyway, I mustn't draw any more attention to myself. If the organization gets wind of my presence here, it could endanger Mayuri, to say nothing of these ignorant civilians. I let Makise Kurisu lead me out of the assembly hall.
ここで俺に何かすれば人目につくぞ。そうなれば、貴様もいろいろまずいだろう。
何かって何ですか？人聞きの悪い。
Oh, I'm not even sure myself, man. She glares at me, quite fiercely at that. Attractive though she may be, there is no innocence in her eyes. A beautiful agent, unmatched in cruelty. My heart beats in exhilaration from the danger. Looks like chaos really does get my blood pumping. Hehehe.
私はあなたに聞きたいことがあるだけです。
それに答える義理はない。機関のやり方は分かっている。
だから機関って
Instead of answering, I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。機関のエージェントに捕まった。ああ、マキセ・クリスさ。あの女には気をつけろ。いや、問題ない。ここはなんとか切り抜け。
Oh, she's getting impatient and irritated. Kutasu suddenly snatches the phone from my hand. What skill? I didn't even have time to react.
何をする？
あれ？この携帯電源切れてる。
Well, yeah.
誰と話していたんですか？
Her eyes pierce deep into my soul. I quickly look away. She's good. Is she trying to attack my sense of identity in order to cause a mental break? Recover. This isn't enough to sway me.
貴様に答える義理はないが一応教えてやろう。それは俺以外が触ると自動的に電源がオフになる特別製の携帯なのだ。うわ
Yes, because that makes sense. Such measures are necessary to maintain secrecy. I know things that could get me killed. I quickly retrieve my phone and wipe the cold sweat off my forehead. I think I said forehead, my bad. Forehead. Whew, that was close.
そう。独り言だったのね。
Maybe. This is bad. Ordinary methods don't work on Makise Kurasu, the genius girl. On the contrary, she's the one psyching me out. Damn, looks like I'll have to make a tactical retreat. If I can just find an opening. Suddenly, Kurasu steps up to me with a serious expression. She stares right at me, her huge eyes blazing with strength of will. Such fire. I can't look away, just like when looking at my mixtape. Could someone with such pure eyes really be an organization agent?
さっき私に何を言おうとしたんですか？
Earlier?
さっきとはいつのことだ？
ほんの15分くらい前、会見が始まる前に。
Nonsense. This is the first time we've met. I was with Mayuri in that Upa toy 15 minutes ago.
私に何か言おうとしましたよね。すごく悲しそうな顔をして。
Is this a trap? It does seem like one of the organization's dirty tricks. But would this girl do something that underhanded?
まるで今にも泣き出しそうで、それにすごく辛そうでした。どうして？私、前にあなたと会ったことありますか？
She seems sincere. That makes her even more suspicious. That's right. Don't let her beauty fool you. She's a cold, calculating secret agent. If I show the slightest vulnerability, I'm done for.
そういえば、なんで私の名前知ってるんです？
俺は全てお見通しなのだ。
I am a mad scientist after all.
天才少女よ。次会うときは敵同士だな。は？さらばだ。
Alright, well, we got nothing answered there. I spin around and take off down the stairs, ignoring her call to stop, like I'd listen to the enemy. Yeah, I guess we really wouldn't.
機関目。あれほどのエージェントを送り込んでくるとは、ついに本気になったようだな。
I run all the way down to the 4th floor and check behind me. Once I'm convinced Makise Kurasu's not tailing me, I sigh while rubbing my temples.
だが、俺はまだ奴らに捕まるわけにはいかんのだ。
Well then, what do I do now? My mission was to attend the conference and evaluate Dr. Nakabachi's research. Now that I know he's a fraud, there's no real point in going back. I guess I'll just go home. Wait, what happened to Mayuri? But wait, aren't I forgetting something important? Let's see now. What is it?
マユリを置いてきた。
Yeah, come on, man. I knew she'd be a liability. I shouldn't have brought her along. I was trying to prioritize her safety, but got careless. I'll try calling her first. If she's alright, then I can just have her meet me here. Oh, damn! Look at that shit. So it's the 28th of July, Wednesday, and oh shit, we got full bars. That never happens. That never happens with me. It's quite unfortunate. With that thought in mind, I take out my phone and I turn it on. And it rings just as I do. Wow, that is something. The fuck is that? It's not just a regular email. There's a video attached. And it's from an unknown address. I open the video file with some trepidation. Wow, what a video this is. There's nothing but noise. Is this a prank? Or some sort of Makise Kyotosu style attack? Maybe the noise is some sort of make people go crazy frequency. No, wait. I don't remember giving her my mail address, so I'm probably just thinking too hard. I curse myself for being gullible enough to play the video. I have more pressing matters to deal with anyway. Well, alright. We only have 5 contacts. The second one I don't even think is a person. I stop the video call and call Mayoti's phone from my address book. Ah, what a number. I didn't know numbers had the X's in them. I think it's just sort of to like make it more of a fake number. Looks like I'll have to go back to the assembly hall. But things will get messy if I bump heads with Makise Kyotosu again. Leaving without Mayori isn't an option. Call me overprotective, but she's like a little sister to me. And there's a very real danger that she might wander off somewhere the moment I let her out of my sight. Mayori has always been like that. I never know if she'll be there when I turn to look. In a sense, that's why I became Hououin Kyoma. Oh, here we go. The thought of climbing back up to the 8th floor is depressing, but I have no choice. I've been doing a lot of running around apparently. When I get back to the assembly hall, Dr. Nakabachi's conference is just finished. Nobody is on the stage, and the phony inventor has already left. The 20 or so members of the audience are starting to pack up. I soon find Mayori. She's in the corner, looking lost. Well, at least she wasn't kidnapped. Even better, I don't see Makise Kyotosu anywhere.
あの女、俺におじけづいたか。よかろう。今日のところは見逃してやるとしよう。
Still, I keep my eyes peeled as I run up to Mayori.
マユリ、なぜ電話に出ない？そろそろ帰るぞ。
あ、おかり。メタルウーパがいなくなっちゃった。
She turns to me with a forlorn expression.
いなくなった？勝手に動き出したのか？それは実にファンタジーだな。
落としたみたい。
I see. So she was looking for it. Not like it really matters.
見つからないなら諦めろ。また当てればいい。
当たりっこないよ。だってね、メタルウーパはネットオークションで1万円近いプレミアがついてるんだよ。
Oh shit, now we gotta find it. That toy was worth that much?
マユリよ、一体どこで落としたのだ？
わかんないから探してるんだよ。あと見つけても売らないからね。
その1万円、この俺の研究資金にしてやる。
だから売らないってば。マユシーの名前書いちゃったし。
Thus begins our search for the metal Upa.
てってれー。
And that's her little, I don't know if you can call it a catchphrase. It's the little noise that Mayuri makes. Oh my god, she said that so many damn times in the anime. And I can only bet she's going to say it way more here in the source material. Mayuri tries calling its name. I don't know if she truly expects a response. By the way, tuturu is Mayuri's catchphrase. Yep, there you go. It means... Actually, I've never bothered to ask what it means. Anyway, the metal Upa is nowhere to be found. Maybe she didn't drop it in the assembly hall, but on the 7th floor landing near the capsule toy machines. Another possibility is that someone with an eye for rare items pilfered it. Just imagining the smug grin on that person's face makes me writhe in envy.
金にしか興味のない下劣なやつめ、恥を知れ。
おかりんもね。
Whoa, wasn't expecting that from Mayuri. Well, alrighty. Well, alrighty. That was a nice scream. What was that?
姫かな。
Probably. I think so. Only the presenter and a few other people are left in the assembly hall. Including Mayuri and me, less than half the audience remains. Everyone looks at each other anxiously, startled by the scream. Even I cannot suppress a shiver. First the explosion on the roof, now this? What's going on here? Mayuri squeezes my hand tight. Ugh.
マユリ、ここにいろ。
I take a deep breath, prepare myself, and head in the direction of the scream. Well, this looks like a cool area. The echoes led me down a dark, empty hallway on the same floor. I'm pretty sure it came from around that corner. I crouch down and turn the corner slowly, keeping my eyes and ears peeled for any sign of danger. And there at the end of the passage I see it. There's something on the ground. No. Someone. Motionless. Who is it? The clothes are familiar. It can't be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, dude. Makise Kurisu. Her face is turned away, but I know it's her. The impertinent genius girl I just fought with 10 minutes ago is now face down in a pool of bright red blood. She's dead.
なんで。
Wow. Suddenly I realize that I'm shaking. I want to run. Run away. I shouldn't have come. This is wrong. Someone killed Makise Kurisu. There's no other explanation. Who would do such a thing? There's no one else here. I twist around in shock. Some other men have followed me, and every one of them is ghastly pale. They must have seen the body.
警察を呼べ。
A man cries out in panic. At this, everyone else starts screaming and running away. I follow them, of course. There's absolutely no reason to stay here. Concern for Makise Kurisu is superseded by my instinctive urge to flee. When I get back to the assembly hall, Mayuri is waiting for me with tears in her eyes.
おかり、どうしたの？
出るぞ。
I grab Mayuri's hand and run. I race down the stairs, trying to drive the image of Kurisu's dead body from my mind, but I can't. The redness of her blood is burned into my mind more than the sight of the body itself. Yikes. That was my first time seeing a dead body. Is this what it's like? When I realized that she was dead, I felt chilling terror and a surge of nausea. Well, I've never seen a dead body, and I don't know if I ever want to. Just for the record. But that was all I felt, fear and disgust. Shouldn't there be something more? I guess I just didn't know her that well. Yikes. What a crazy afternoon. Oh shit, a tip. Dori. I finally stop once we get out to the main street. Chuo Dori. My chest pounds, my breathing labored from running down the stairs at full speed.
ねえねえ、何があったの？顔色すごく悪いけど。
Mayuri doesn't seem to comprehend the situation. I guess it's because she didn't see the body. She's not even breathing hard. She looks slow, but she's actually pretty fast on her feet.
人が死んでた。
I take several deep breaths. The color of that blood still stains my brain. But I've calmed down a bit. Makise Kirisu is dead. And I don't know who the killer is. Sirens in the distance. I guess an ambulance will be here soon. Then the police will arrive, and this area will become a crime scene. But for now, the crowds milling through Akihabara have no idea what has happened. Everyone is going about their business as usual. I don't know what that said, but I think it's right there. The never-ending search for electronics, moe, and porn. Ah, yes, my 3 favorite things in the world. Just another day in Akihabara. I feel like I'm saying something wrong there. I take my phone out of my pocket, perhaps out of reflex. I'm not sure what I plan to do with it. Oh, I know. My friend Daru. I'll tell him what happened just now, since he knows about Makise Kirisu. I suppose it might be disrespectful to the victim, but my adrenaline is pumping. I can't make calm decisions after witnessing something like that firsthand. That's how humans are, after all. We're not as special as we like to believe. At the end of the day, we're nothing but dirty, slime-like flesh. Our souls fester like semen left to rot in the womb. That's how we humans are. While wallowing in a bit of angst, I begin to type on my phone. Ah, trouble is the subject. Someone stabbed Makise Kirisu. Looked bad. Hope she's okay. Alright. Yep, exactly what I just read. I don't know if she was stabbed. That just seems like the most logical explanation given the amount of blood and the absence of a gunshot. On the other hand, I didn't write that she was dead, even though I'm pretty sure she was. I can't exactly explain why I didn't. If I had to say, I guess I felt like writing it down would set it in stone. It might make me feel guilty as well. The thought brings a smirk to my face. It's not like I'm the one who killed her. Why should I feel guilty? I just saw someone's death up close. Excuse me. And only a few minutes later, I'm smiling. Am I really that cruel and cold? Well, I am a fiendish mad scientist, so it suits me. I finish typing and place my thumb over the send button. And then, I press down. That's usually how you send a message. Sending. Sure is taking its... Oh. Well, that was a... That was a neat animation. What was that? Wait, look around. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Summer break. Noon. The busiest street in town. Just now, thousands of pedestrians vanished into thin air. Is this a dream? Am I hallucinating? I don't know. But they're gone. I saw them vanish with my own 2 eyes. I stand petrified, speechless, and alone on the empty street. Desperate to find someone, anyone, I look up. And there, at the top of Rarikan, sticking out from the 8th floor event hall where we just were, oh, is a crashed satellite. Oh, now we're gonna get an intro. So I guess that bit earlier wasn't the actual intro. Well, alrighty. Well, that was a good prologue, if you want to call it that. There are some things that I still need to change in the settings. I just have no idea how to get out of here without saving the game. Ooh. This is... this is neat. Ah, Daru. Oh, this actually kind of reminds me of the song used in the anime. I wonder if it's actually similar or it's by the same artist. Kind of sounds like it. But this is very nice. I like this. This looks really cool. Very creative. I have to talk over this. And I also have to lower the volume of this. So I don't get the those good old copyright claims. Quite a lot of female characters in this one, huh? Well, mostly. And there's the soon-to-be gang. Ooh. Lots of old-ass TVs there. Pretty sure that's where the lab is, on top. I guess that's sort of the neighborhood. I guess they live in Akihabara, where all the electronics are. Old, new, whatever. That's our setting. Got an achievement. Prologue of the beginning and the end. So we're in Chapter 1. I didn't read that.
Oi. そこの貴様。俺たちが見えているか?
Maybe. I want to see if I can actually, oh, that's not what I needed to do. I want to see if, no, I don't want to exit the fucking game. I don't know what to do to get back to the main menu. That's what I want to do. I'm going to try pressing buttons. Tab? Nope. Shift? Nope. That's, fuck. I don't know what to do to get back. F3 is just so it would continue on regardless. That's not what I want to do. Home? Nope, that just skipped ahead. I don't know, oh wait, there's my mouse pointer. I finally found it. Oh shit, here we go. Oh my god, I've been looking for this the entire time. Oh my god. Alright, so I can save it. We'll save it here, so now we actually have something. Been playing for about an hour. That's believable. Alright, so back. Fuck. Okay. So I guess I have to right-click on the screen to get my mouse pointer. Okay, so where's the settings? That's title, config. Alright. Let's see what we have here. I think if I just turn the voice volume up just a little bit and everything down just a little bit here, I think everything will be good. And I think the sync voice is so that everything can be synced with so everything can be synced in terms of the text as they're speaking, which I'll get used to that. I feel like I can get used to that. So let's see how this works in terms of settings. Maybe it'll work out. Who knows? All right. Yeah, he said this just now. Something about something.
間抜け面をしよってつまらんやつだ。貴様からだと俺たちはテレビのモニターの中にいるように見えるだろうな。だがそれは大きな間違いだ。
We're talking to a camera, I assume.
モニターの中にいるのは貴様なのだよ。貴様が現実だと思っているその世界は実はすべて虚構。もちろん貴様自身もな。
We are talking to whoever will be viewing this, I guess. And whoever the viewer is may think that what they are seeing is real and not a video. Because that happens all the time.
真の現実、それはこちら側にある。自分が何を指摘されているのかすら分かっていないか。無理もない。まあいい。貴様には分かりやすく俺たちのことについて説明してやろうではないか。まず俺たちがいるのはどこかということだ。ここは東京秋葉原にある未来ガジェット研究所だ。俺たちは普段ラボと呼んでいる。世界の支配構造を作り変えるという我が野望の拠点だな。
And there's our tip, the system.
そうなんだ。悪いことしちゃダメなんだよ、オカリン。
参りは少し黙っていろ。駅から出たら中央通りを進み、末広町駅の交差点を蔵前橋通りへ左折。次の信号の一歩手前の路地を入ると大檜山ビルという古臭い雑居ビルがある。その2階に我がラボは今日構えている。目印はビル1階にあるブラウン管工房というマニアックなテナントだな。
Did we just get a tip for this? Because if we did, I did not see that.
今時旧式のブラウン管テレビだけを扱っているショップだ。いかに電気街である秋葉原といえども需要があるとは思えない。寂れた店なのだ。
I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's a demand in my area for old TVs and other shit like that, but I mean, whatever works works, and people like to watch TV, so.
だがブラウン管工房店長である天王寺というおっさんはこのビルのオーナーでもある。ゆえに今や急ピッチで都市開発が進み、しかも高騰しているこの秋葉原であろうと道楽丸出しの店を構えていられるというわけだ。幸いにもあの店長は人を見る目はあるようでな。この俺のカリスマ性を見抜き、ビル2階を丸々ワンフロアただ同然で貸してくれたのだ。ふわ
Oh, lovely.
だが未来ガジェット研究所は深刻な人材不足のため優秀な研究員を随時募集中だ。今のところ所属研究員は
オカリン、オカリン、そこはラボメンって言わなきゃ。所属研究員じゃなくて
Lab mems?
ラボメン、すなわちラボラトリーメンバーは俺を含めて3人である。ラボメンナンバー001、ラボ創設者にして狂気のマッドサイエンティストであるこの俺、法院京馬。
Lovely. What a great name.
オカリンって呼び方の方が可愛いのに。
そしてコスプレが趣味の高一点、ラボメンナンバー002、椎名真由里。
てってるー、まゆしーです。着るんじゃなくて作るのが趣味だよ。
There she goes with that lovely quote-unquote catchphrase again, by the way.
最後にスーパーハカーラボメンナンバー003、橋田至だ。
Dang, a lot of tips here. Cosplay, super hacker.
スーパーハカーって呼ぶなよ。スーパーハッカーだろ、ジョーコ。
Good old Daru. And his name is last name. I don't know what name is name or what name is first and what name is last. I always get those two confused. Itaru.
そんな我々3人で構成される未来ガジェット研究所の活動内容はそのものズバリ発明である。詳細は我がラボのホームページを見てくれ。
I see we just put up, this is for our Craigslist ad.
もちろん闇の支配権力と戦うための未来ガジェットが最優先事項だが、その研究から派生する副産物的な発明も多い。というか今のところはそっちばかりだ。すでに我々は8つの未来ガジェットを完成させた。 だがこれはまだ序章でしかない。未来ガジェットのアイデアは俺の中に108まであるのだ。
What an interesting number. What a
某
large
テニス
number.
漫画みたいにですね。わかります。
人の煩悩の数といえ、このアットチャンネルの目。
At channel? I guess that's a tip, whatever that is.
それと俺が話しているのだから口出しをするなと言っているだろう。
そもそもオカリン、さっきからなんで独り言喋ってんの？
God damn.
独り言ではない。見てわからないのか。俺は今モニターの向こうにいるこいつに話しかけているのだ。
あ、今その人にやりって笑った。
おのれ貴様、何を笑っているのか。モニターの中の存在のくせに。
こっちみんなって言ってやれば？
How is that a tip? What are tips?
じゃないかな。
What are we collecting?
俺たちに話しかけられていることにすら気づいていないらしいな。自覚がないというのは実に不幸なことだ。
その人にしてみたらマユシーたちがゲームみたいに見えてるのかな。
そいつには現実なのかゲームなのかっていう発想さえないんじゃね？
んじゃあダル君の大好きな二次元の女の子たちもそうなの？
Oh shit.
それは別。あの子たちは僕の嫁だから。
Waifus, you mean?
ダルの嫁の話はどうでもいい。
Damn, dude.
でもさ、
Good old Daru.
マユシの言ったことって興味深いテーマじゃん。もし仮に僕たちがゲームの中の住人だとしたら、それを見極める術はあると思う？
Oh no. They're thinking outside the walls.
ないな。
即答かよ。
ゆえにそのような議論は不毛。世界の支配構造を打ち砕く方法について考える方がよほど有意義だ。
中二病、オツ。
Oh. I know what that means. I step back from the monitor. At least we're finally done with that cringe mess. Nope. I guess we're not done with any of that. Ugh. Displayed on the screen is the ugly, cute character, Alpaca Man, my bad. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. The game exploded into popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of ugly cute to be true. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. I turned to Daru with a menacing glare.
黙れスーパーハカ。俺は中二病ではない。
I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin.
おーい。今日まだ。
Oh my god.
そういう設定っしょ。
やれやれ。誰の人とのコミュニケーションの取れなさはどれだけ経っても治らないな。
アニメのオフ会じゃ僕がいつも場を盛り上げてるっつうの。
Offline meets, huh? Is that what people call interacting with other people now? This fat, bespectacled guy. Aw, come on. Daru's actually pretty lit. I enjoyed him in the anime, and I'm excited to run around with him in this visual novel. Don't take that the wrong way. This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother-in-arms and right-hand man, Hashida Itaru, nickname Daru. He's a hardcore otaku. I know what that is. You can always find him in front of the computer playing games and watching anime. Damn, that hits me hard. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D maids. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him anything's fine as long as it's moe. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well. He's a smart boy.
針指に刺さった。
You mean the needle pricked your finger, right? Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Shiina Mayori, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku, nowhere near Daru's level though. This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does the future gadget laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Yikes. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the future gadget laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me... Oh, a flashback already!
マユシーはオカリンの人質だからここにいようと思います
Hostage! Alright, I guess we'll roll with that, as long as the police don't find out. Well, that certainly was cryptic. But her offer was my salvation. For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough.
でオカリン、アルパカマンは反応したん？
いや全然
The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive, you'd think the game was bugged. So we weren't setting up a Craigslist ad or anything, we were just trying to make this guy talk. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game.
この不愛想アルパカめが
I curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do... The TV makes a sound like it's shorted. And then the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again! Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is on lease from the Braun Tube. Workshop downstairs. It's probably just old. Like all the other things downstairs.
ねアルパカさんが怒っちゃったんだよ
Well, something was angry. Either the TV or the game.
後で修理できるか聞きに行かなければ
I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at the conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. There's a stain on the ceiling? I close my eyes. And what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago.
消えた
Well, I guess we're back here. I was wondering, like, are we gonna get back to whatever the fuck happened here? As I left Radikan, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even in the cars, vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless, until...
どうかした
Mayori's voice brought me back to reality. Mayori hadn't disappeared. She was right there looking at me with questioning eyes.
今人が消えたよな消えただろ今目の前で
Panic took hold as the enormity, I'm saying that wrong, but whatever, of what had just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayori by her slender shoulders and shook her.
マユリも見たか見たよな
Oh, that's a good response. Mayori's head flopped back and forth from my shaking. Okay, that explains the response then.
見てない
見てない
I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles.
見ていない見ていないのかだってついさっきまでここにはたくさんの人たちが歩いていたんだぞ
歩いてたかな
それに店員まで消えているこんなことはいくらなんでもありえない
それは仕方ないと思うよ。
Her reply didn't make any sense.
とにかくね、最初からこの辺には誰もいなかったよ。あ、そっか。オカリンは幻を見てたんだね。
Oh boy.
きっとこの暑さのせいだよ。トゥットゥルー。
How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akihabara's buildings. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radicon, where I had been just a moment before. The good old satellite that just fucking busted a fat nut in the wall. Or windows, or whatever that is. There it was, an enormous machine. Like some kind of satellite embedded in the roof of the building where, not 5 minutes before, I had found Makise Kirisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kirisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was,
そもそもあの人工衛星は一体なんだ。
Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite-like machine shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. But that's not what I was seeing now. This satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen?
マユリ、あの人工衛星だが。
びっくりしたね。
びっくりしただと。何がびっくりしたのだ。
ドカーンってすっごい音がしたもん。
A huge kaplow. It certainly did make a sound, but I don't think it was a kaplow. I'd say it was more like or something like that.
あの人工衛星は落ちてきたのか。
来たのかな。宇宙人さん乗ってるのかな。
Oh my god, he sounds horrified right now. Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all?
そこの君たち。
Uh-oh, a policeman. Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern.
ここで何をやっているんだ。ここらは今立ち入り禁止だ。すぐに出て行きなさい。
ごめんなさい。
それより制服警官さん、仮にあなたを警官 A と名付けるが、一つ聞きたいことがあるんです。
Officer A, alright.
警官 A って。
That works here.
今ここで数千人の通行人が一瞬で消えたんです。あなたも見ましたよね。
見ていない。いいから早く出て行け。
I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makise Kirisu and get him to call an ambulance, but before I could,
さっきから何をバカなことばかり言っているんだ。
the policeman took me by the upper arm and said, "No one got stabbed at Radicon." What? How could he say that with such certainty? While I was still trying to comprehend the situation, the policeman forcefully led us away. Oh, new tip, UPX. We were escorted up to UPX and released. There were people at UPX, like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Chuodori had been blockaded by police, so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radican. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even 2TV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chuodori is still closed off. Akihabara station is jammed with reporters and curious on I am failing. The station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Sorry, guys. We're really far into this recording, and I'm starting to die. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba's streets, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery.
そうか。そういうことか。
From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayori turn and stare.
これもすべて機関の隠蔽工作ということだな。警察にすら圧力をかけられるということは、この国の中枢ももはや奴らの手の内にあるということ。なんということだ。だが、俺の目はごまかせんぞ。いつか必ず奴らの所業を暴き、その支配構造に終止符を打ってやる。
Okay. Whatever you say, man. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P. It's Dr. Pepper. We're calling it Dr. Pepper. My favorite soda from the fridge. Dr. Pepper is pretty good, actually. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice-cold drinks are essential.
頭脳労働の後のドクターペッパーは相変わらず最高にうまいな。
コーラの方がよくね？
オカリンは本当にドクターペッパーさんが大好きだよね。
Hell yeah, we like that Dr. Pepper.
この知的飲料の良さがわからないやつは人生の5分の1を損しているぞ。
Step through the curtain dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the Future Gadget Laboratory, the development room. Yeah, the rest of it's just for show. This is where the real shit happens. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap, but I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain. But our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poke Daru and bid him follow me into the development room. Ah shit, we got a old ass looking computer right there. All of the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim. And hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money, I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably never will be.
ダル、計画は順調に推移しているか？
え、計画ってなんぞ？
Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It's significantly larger than newer home models.
計画は計画だ。8号機の調整以外に何があるというのか？
I need to stop getting drinks of water. Ah, shit.
ああ、そのこと。いきなり計画とか言うから何事かと思った。
For a second there, I was like, wait, where's my mouse pointer? But then I remembered we don't use that here.
そろそろお前との付き合いも3年半ほどになる。
We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though. I actually had no idea that they went to university. That was not stated in the anime. I'm pretty sure.
高2の時はクラス別でほとんど喋んなかったじゃん。だから実質2年半じゃね？
細かいことはどうでもいい。それほどの付き合いの長さなのだから、いい加減俺の会話についてこられるようになってくれ。
それは無理。
God damn. Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except us. Shot down again.
それで、8号機の不調の原因究明は進んだか？
いや、まだ。
Ah, so we actually do have a website. Alright. Fuck Craigslist. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious futurish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the Bit Particle Gun. Gadget number 2, the Bamboo Helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Aura? I didn't know a name could have a question in it like that, but whatever. Gadget number 4, Mode Snake. Gadget number 5, once again, I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Alright. Gadget number 6, the Sialoom Saber. Gadget number 7, Ghost in the Ball. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist genius. I wonder if that's an actual website. I actually wonder if anyone can go to that website and it'll actually come up with this. I'm not trying it. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the Phone Wave, name subject to change. Phone Wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayoti's idea, not mine. When a future gadget is completed, the 3 of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology, or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Daru thinks my naming style is too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Mayoti can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so, our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The Phone Wave, name subject to change, is in short a remote-controlled microwave. You put your food into the microwave before you leave, then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. That is actually kind of smart, not gonna lie. So, it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the Phone Wave, name subject to change, has a second unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy Mayori, had made her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1 as usual when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she'd put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause.
マユシがやった状況を再現して何度も実験したけど、冷凍できたりできなかったりだし、バナナを冷凍してみようとしたらさらにへんてこなことになったし、さっぱりわかんねえ。
Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again.
参れ参れ、ここにバナナを持て。
またゲルバナ作るの？
前から気になってたけどさ、マユシ。ゲルバナって略さないでくんない？
だってね、ゲルバナはゲルバナだもん。
Alright. I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave, name subject to change.
なんでいつも一房丸ごと入れるの？もったいないよ。
Yeah, they are gonna, like, just practically throw these away or try and refreeze them or heat them up or whatever the fuck. So, yeah, it makes sense to just use one and not waste all of them.
ケチケチしていては機関との戦いに勝利することなどできんぞ。
勝たなくてもいいよ。あのね、バナナはマユシーが買ってきてるんだからね。おかげでマユシーはちっともバナナが食べられません。
次からは一本ずつ使うことも検討しておこう。
But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The phone wave, name subject to change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets. Let's press the phone trigger's button and call the cell phone and make a call to the phone wave. It allows to confirm the controller settings from config. Wait, we gotta do something? Press the phone trigger's button. I don't know what that is. Wait. Fuck. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Stop. Fuck, I don't know what that is. Fuck. Oh, wait. I think I clicked on the thing in the top left. Okay. Can I... Okay, wait. Open address book. Phone wave. Call. Oh, that's so cool! That's really awesome. I'm connected.
RENG こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。
Well, that's neat. This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru program to operate the phone wave.
マユシーの声聞こえてきた？
Of course.
少し黙れ。マユシーガイダンスが聞こえなくなる。
こちらからタイマー操作ができます。シャープボタンを押した後、温めたい秒数をプッシュしてください。例えば1分ならシャープ60、2分ならシャープ120です。
Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave, name subject to change, to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound. That's pound, right? Let's go with that. Alright. There we go. So, 120 pound. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, name subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate.
綺麗なターンテーブルだろう。普段と違って逆回転してるんだぜそれ。
何？逆回転？
I never noticed that.
そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない。漁師の振る舞いにも影響してくる問題であり、奮闘の規則を導入して。
あるわ。ねえよ。
ないか。
ないね。
そうか。
God damn it. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out.
ゲルバナの出来上がり。
Ah. Interesting. That looks grosser than in the anime. The bananas have become... not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave, named subject to change, had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time.
ダルよ、このバナナ食べてみようとは思わないか思うはずだ。我らの理念達成の犠牲となり散ったダルに敬礼。
すげえまずそうじゃん。
Hell yeah, they do.
味は関係ない。食べることに意味があるのだ。さあダルよ、遠慮することはない。骨は拾ってやるから思い切ってズズイと行くがいい。
Break a stomach.
いらね。
ではマユリ、お前にその名誉を譲ろう。
なんかね、ゲルバナは中身がデロデロでブニュブニュだったよ。
It's all true. Wait, she already tried one?
味もしないし、全然美味しくなかった。
デロデロでブニュブニュか。ダルよ、どう思う？
ブニュブニュバナナか。ブニュブニュのバナナ。マユシ、
Oh my fucking
あな
god.
たのバナナブニュブニュだねって言ってみて。
God damn
ダ
it.
ルくん、ダルくん、鼻血出てる。
Fucking Daru, man.
いいから言ってみてください。お願いします。
あなたのバナナブニュブ。
言わせるな、手の額。
Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway.
ゲル状になったということは反固形。すなわち分子同士の結びつきが弱くなっている可能性がある。
What could have partially liquefied the bananas?
そうか、わかったぞ。
I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand.
俺たちは冷凍機能だと思い込んでいたが、実は違ったのだよ。
A bold statement, if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised?
さあお前たち、なんだってと叫ぶがいい。ここは叫ぶところだ。
Oh, I enjoy shouting, "What you say?" The reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said.
冷凍機能じゃないのは分かってるっつうの。
Oh.
問題は、じゃあこの機能って何ぞ？何が起きてんの？ってことじゃん。
冷凍の逆なら解凍じゃないのかな。
実に愚鈍な意見だな、マユリ。それでは普通の電子レンジと同じではないか。
じゃあどういうこと？
それが分かんないから悩んでるんだお。
He's right. To be honest, I haven't a clue. Well, alright. So we're going to stop it here. I wanted to go to 2 hours, but I am honestly dying right now. So we are going to save right there. Because I have not made any choices. No worries in saving here. So, almost 2 hours in, which is pretty lit. Hope you guys are enjoying this, or I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. And I can't believe it. I really put in a lot of time for episode 1 here. I don't know why I decided to do that. I just know that this is going to be a long boy. This is going to be a big boy. So I just wanted to get a really good hefty start here. And I think I'm going to try almost an hour each episode or so. It's going to be very difficult for me to put that time in until my winter break, which kind of sucks, but I will definitely try because I would like to go through this with you guys, despite it being one big boy, one long boy, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, thank you very much for watching this first episode of Steins Gate. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more. If you guys made it to this part of the video, the end, or if you skipped to the end, whatever, hey, what's up? Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in episode number 2 of Steins Gate. So take it easy, guys.